head over to Middle Tennessee. Maybe drive on Old Mill Road. Might go on the Tennessee Dirt Devil, not quite sure yet. It rained last night, at least a little bit. I don't think it'll be muddy though. I think it's just maybe a little bit of moisture in the ground. And maybe the creek crossings will be a little bit more flowing today. But it shouldn't be anything too intense. But I'm going to go out, and it's a nice day, and I'm just going to drive around and see what I can get into. A little shortcut to cut over. I'm not quite to Old Mill Road yet. This was called Possum Hollow. It looks like it's just a little stretch. Nice little creek there. Nice little uphill here. This is called Cache Hollow Road. It's still part of Scooter's Loop. Very scenic. I don't know if I want to go under that or not. And here's why. When I started going under it, it's like the whole limb was moving. So look at that tree. It is bent over in the worst possible way. And when I would drive under it, it's like I felt the whole tree kind of moving. Huh. we go. Got more debris in the road. They're just trying to block my passage today. But I think I'm just going to go around this. Not even mess with it. Here we are, Old Mill Creek. Another tree. Another little tree down. Feels like they've probably pretty recently graded this road. It's kind of smooth right now, but I suspect the storm that came through last night and rain is probably responsible for a lot of these little limbs that are down. Fortunately, it hasn't been anything major. Despite this being a gravel road, there are some really cool properties along this stretch. Look at this beaver dam. I have never seen one like that. How cool is that? Look at this neat little stream. I just passed a car, and of course on this tight little road you have to really slow down to get past each other, and it was a from what I could tell, it was a young lady, and she just said hey, and I didn't really respond at all. And I get about 10 feet past, and I'm just like overcome with this smell of weed. It's amazing how people are driving these days. water crossings here. I just decided to get out and kind of take a closer look at it. Yeah. We'll have another obstacle section, probably the hardest obstacle on the drive. So I'm in 4 low. I probably don't need it, but that gives me something to do, and it's always fun to feel like you need to click into 4-wheel drive. But this obstacle coming up, it's always just kind of rutted out, and so you never know how it's going to be. It looks. Here's the rock section. I think today I'm gonna split right over that. That might be cool. Well, Well, that was fun. Although I have to say, it was kind of a pain because I got my cameras all set up and it took like 2 times going back and forth to the camera because I was having trouble getting it connected to a Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. And then when I finally did, I drove up the obstacle and then I realized that I had forgot to hit record. So I had to drive back down, turn around, do it again. And then when I got down to the bottom and turned around, I couldn't get my phone to control the camera. So I had to again get out, walk up to it, deal with it. So it took like 30 minutes to get those shots just because of camera snafus. To do Ben Fly Road. This is actually part of the Tennessee Dirt Devil, and I've done this a long time ago. It's got a pretty lengthy creek crossing, but it's kind of late in the day, so we'll see. This river forging comes up pretty soon. I'm gonna go ahead and click into 4 low. I just like to be in 4-wheel drive anytime I'm doing a river crossing. Or I say river, creek crossing. the sunset just over the ridge. This hill. A little bit of loose rock. Finally back on the highway. It's about 7:30. Sun's going down. I'm gonna drive on back home tonight. Probably stop and get some food. But it was a good day of driving some trails. Water levels weren't quite as high as I was hoping for, but that's fine. It was still a beautiful day. And one thing I was having issues with is on my X5 camera, I'd get it set for Bluetooth, but then when I would get to where I wanted to start it, it would lose contact with the camera, and that was frustrating. But, you know, what are you going to do? So I hope you enjoyed this little trip, and look forward to seeing you in the next one.